Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about Shipt, S-H-I-P-T. And if you have not heard about Shipt, you want to make sure that you stay until the end of this video because I'm going to tell you how to sign up for Shipt if you enjoy my content about Shipt. So without further ado, we're going to get into the video so we can make you some extra money. So let me get into Shipt. But before I do, let me just encourage you to stay to the end of the video because I'm going to just kind of briefly talk about the process of setting yourself up for Shipt and what to expect once you sign up, just so you're like, okay, fine. I want to make sure that you guys aren't confused because they have changed things since I've signed up 3 years ago. So I don't want to mislead you. I want to help you. So please stay until the end. I'm not going to make this video super long, but you guys want to know some things about signing up and your expectations. Okay? So basically, Shipt is a company out of Birmingham, Alabama. And I also will say that is not sponsoring this video. I just want to share with you guys because since I've been with the company so long, I actually really do like them. And they have been really significant in my finances as far as me being able to make money as part-time, or there has been a time where I had to use it as my full-time income, or even just saving up for a trip or buying something that I really, really wanted. They have been a sufficient or significant income source. So just want to say that they're not paying this video. I'm not just going to be lying to you. I'm authentically Adriana, so I want to help you. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because I think this is something you could utilize as well. So with that out the way, let me just continue to say that, Shipt is a company out of Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, that allows people to place orders through the website to several different stores, whether it's a grocery store, a balloon store, CVS, so your prescriptions. They have Build-A-Bear, Petco. They have a lot of different stores. And when you go onto their website, you can see the stores that they are connected to. Now, based on your city and state, they may have certain stores that other ones don't. For example, I think Wise is my area's grocery store in Giant, but Giant has its own thing. Carnes is another one, but in PA, that's what they're called. In other places, I think Wise is also referred to as Winn-Dixie, or it's something very similar to the store. So anyway, they can go ahead and place an order and they select the items that they want straight through the Shipt app. They pick the time that they want it delivered as well as their location. Now, if you're on the schedule, which you have to place yourself on the schedule, you are notified when these orders are placed and you go ahead and shop it based on the delivery time. So if you put yourself on the schedule for 8 to 9, that means you would have to shop prior to 8 and 9 to deliver between 8 and 9. So they give you an hour delivery window, and based on how you like to work it and how many orders you have, you can decide to deliver on the earlier end or the later end. A lot of the things that they want to shop for, sometimes it's grocery items. For example, at Target, sometimes it's grocery items, sometimes it's beauty and makeup, sometimes it's clothing items, electronics. So it's all mixed up when it's a Target order. Grocery stores, most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, it is just groceries. They also have things where you don't have to actually shop. It's more of a pickup. So for example, with Party City, it's just balloons. You pick up balloons. Best Buy, you pick up electronics. And CVS is mainly pharmacy. Though sometimes people with the pandemic had placed orders for COVID tests and gloves and masks, those types of things. So you are able to select your orders. They're not necessarily just given to you, but based on the time you're on the schedule, you can pick what is out there. They do reveal to you the location of the store, what you're going to get, how much you're going to get paid for the order, and it's exact, which is nice. And most people do tips, so that's not included. Now, what I would say is that you can make significant amount of money with doing Shipt, but the only catch to it is you have to do it in a way that it makes sense. So I'm going to use myself, it's my channel, right? As an example. Now, the reason that it has brought me significant income and that I do it often and I love it is not only am I living in a place that is super close to almost all the stores in my area that Shipt is linked to. So I have CVS pharmacies, I have Rite Aid pharmacies, I have a mall that's not too far from me that has a Build-A-Bear. I also have I don't know if I said Target, Party City, Wise. I have several of them. So whenever I put myself on the schedule, I am 4 minutes away from Target. I am 4 minutes away from CVS. I'm 12 minutes away from each Wise. And then I think Best Buy is also right there by Target. So I shop in a way that makes sense, because I know a lot of you are wondering, but what about gas? And I agree 100%. So basically, when you are building your schedule for the day and selecting orders, you want to do it so you're not driving back and forth wasting gas. So for me, there's been times where there's orders and I'm like, yeah, they're only paying $6 and they want me to go this far. Now, unless I'm already heading in that direction, or if I am shopping multiple things at that store, I may add in that other $7 delivery order to make it make sense. But there are times that if you are going back and forth, you're basically breaking even because all of the gas that you are doing. So for example, I personally will try to get 4 orders at a Target if I can, and I'm making one Target trip for 4 orders, and then I'm delivering to 4 different addresses instead of going to four people's houses and having to go back and forth to Target 4 times. Now, again, not everybody's location is going to be the same for me. So again, you just have to learn. First, you have to learn Shipt. Once you learn Shipt, which is very easy, then you're able to decide how to build your schedule. And, they have made some changes, so when you are starting up, it could be a little bit different. You're not going to be able to just out of the gate be able to book 4 orders. You're going to have to prove that you are able to handle 1 order, and as you get better, then they'll free you up to be able to accept more orders. So you basically shop your phone. So just so you know, you can't be trying to be on Instagram and TikTok at the same time, because you actually have to use your phone to scan in items. So you definitely want to make sure, you want to make sure that your phone is fully charged, and it's very self-explanatory. You contact the person, let them know you're shopping. If they want to add anything or change anything, you do that. Everything is done through the app. If it's a prepaid order, which means they paid on the app side or Shipt side of things, you don't have to use the card that they give you. And it's pretty much going through everything. Once you have verified you got everything, you process the order, take it to the front, they verify it, you bag it, and you're on your way. Now, some people, if they don't prepay it and they want you to just pay in store, then you can go ahead and they give you a card to run your transactions. CVS, I'm kind of going through the store just so you know. CVS, you go to the store, provide the name at the pharmacy, it's taped up, you deliver it, you're on your way. Best Buy, same thing, you verify the name, they put in your cart or you, and you're on your way. Party City, you verify the name, get the balloons, put it in your car, you're on your way. I haven't done a Build-A-Bear though, so I'm not really sure how Build-A-Bear works or Rite Aid, but I would assume there's somewhere in between some of the other stuff. Now, some grocery stores like Wise, they can have delivery only, which again, you pull up, you call, you're on your way, and that's a delivery as well. So again, you have to do it in a way that makes sense. I've told Shipt, I've told people about Shipt, and since they made some changes since when I started back in 2019, a lot of people kind of have fallen off with Shipt. But again, if you can get signed up with Shipt and stay the course, you will be able to make significant amount of money. Now, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how much I've been able to make with Shipt, only working 3 days a week for I think 4 to 5 hours. So I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I would start out like 9 or so, and then I'm done around 1 or 2. So the most that I've made so far in that short period of time has been $1,800. But again, if you need this as significant income or your main income, and you're on the schedule every day for a couple hours, you could possibly make like $2,000 or more a month just from grocery shopping. And I do believe if you are signed up with certain gas stations, there's certain rebate things where you can actually get paid money back for, using gas. So find a way to make it make sense to you where you're like, okay, well, I'm signed up with Sunoco. Every time I use my card, I get 10 cents back. Just find a way that it makes sense for you. There's weeks that, there's a lot of tippers, which helps too. So that's a good incentive. Also, one thing that Shipt has done that has not been since the beginning of time is, well, I'll actually give you 2. One of them is they have incentives for shopping. So Shipt has had to pay me, I was thinking about this the other day. I think over $500 over the course of like a month and a half, because if you shop, let's say 7 orders on time with no promo, which means that they haven't been out there long, they will give you $50, $60, $75, $40. They have been giving me money because I know how to shop. And also, another thing is you want to provide amazing customer service so that your shoppers want to make you a preferred shopper. When you are a preferred shopper, you have first dibs on that person's order. And most people who have a preferred shopper, you can guarantee how much money you're going to make for that order. And you know your preferred shoppers are going to take care of you as far as a tip. All my preferred shoppers, I have, I think 20 now, they have really good orders. They're always about like $15 and more. And I can guarantee them to tip me at least $10, if not more. So there's different ways I'll say that you can provide great customer service. For me, for example, I go above and beyond and tell them that, hey, they're shopping, which is normal. If there's something that they don't have at the store, I'm able to provide a substitute, but not just verbally say, hey, I can provide a substitute, but I start sending pictures to them. I notify them when I'm almost done. I notify them, when I'm getting close. Then I thank them and tell them, thank you for shopping with Shipt, and you have a great, wonderful day. I hope to shop to you again. Those types of things allow you to become a preferred shopper. So those really come through for me when it's those promos, because, for example, Shipt will say, hey, we'll give you $60 extra if you shop 6 orders. Now, Shipt is also very smart because they don't want to keep giving out extra money per se. So, the other day it was like 3 or 4 like normal orders, and I needed 2 more orders. And I'm like, there's nobody who's going to place the order, or Shipt will not allow me to get those. But because preferred shoppers place the order, they go out no matter what. It doesn't matter if Shipt doesn't want to, but because I'm a preferred shopper, they're going to notify me right away. So I was able to get those incentives. So preferred shopper is really good. Also, as far as the pay, let's talk about the pay, because I know y'all want to know, how are you paid, how often, how frequent. So when you first start shipping, your very first pay, you have to wait a week for your first pay. No big deal, hopefully. And then like the next time you get paid, so that next following week, you can actually withdraw your money the same day, which is super, super helpful, because before, when I started back in 2019, they did not have that. And I was so frustrated. But now for 49 cents, you can withdraw your money daily. Sometimes it hits right away. Sometimes you have to wait 7 to 8 Eastern Standard Time. At least that's how it is for me. And that's wonderful. If you don't decide to withdraw your money by Sunday around like 9 or 10, it automatically will make you wait until the following Friday. So it is helpful. The only thing I would caution you is if you want to save money to move, or save money to, purchase anything where you have to show constant payments, don't withdraw your money every single week. Let it collect, and then you can have it show that it's hitting your bank account. Because right now we're trying to move, but every single day I was withdrawing the money to put in my bank, because sometimes with these apps, I didn't want them to play with my money. So I was like, you know what? We're not playing. So I would just always transfer. Now we're trying to move, and people don't feel like going through all my money to add it up to see how much, I'm actually making. So that's very frustrating. So I thank you guys. You have made it to this part of the video. So now I'm going to do exactly what I promised and tell you about getting signed up with Shipt. So again, I'm going to include my link. Now this link is going to take you to, I think, the general Shipt page. So you will have to navigate the page where it says to become a Shipt shopper, and you fill out the information. Now I will say, when I signed up before, and my husband just signed up in March of this year, it did not take long. You have to do your, driver's license, insurance, and all that. And they do have to do a background check. So if everything is clear with that, you can be shipping in less than 2 weeks. Now, again, that was back then. If everybody's starting to get a hold of Shipt and like wanting to sign up, then I'm pretty sure there could be a little bit of a delay, but you have to be sent a card that just says Shipt, that works as a credit card, and you have to use that. But even though now a lot of orders don't require it, except for the grocery stores, you still have to wait until that comes. They do provide online training, so once you go through everything, you have your online training and you're ready to go. They do provide you with a Shipt shirt, which you do not have to wear. I don't really wear it unless I don't do laundry and I'm like, this is all I have, but it's super simple and super easy. One last thing that I must say about Shipt and I'll leave it on a positive note, is I love a company that is able to answer their phone when you have an issue. Shipt is very, very good with their customer service. They are always answering in less than 30 seconds. They can get you set up, and I love it. So I would encourage you guys to sign up with Shipt. Give it a try because it will bring in significant money. I promise you. Now, again, if you live in the country and, you're not close to any highways or anything, it may not be suitable for you. But I will encourage you, not only in this subject of extra money, you always have to research and make your own informed decision because this may not be suitable for you. But now that you have the information, you're able to go ahead and research it further. I really do hope that it works for you. One thing I will say, this may not be ideal. As parents who have children, you're not supposed to take them along with you. So this may not be good. However, I did do a video on signing up with Amazon Flex that I will also link in this video as well, where you can bring your children. However, Amazon is very clear that they do not insure your children. So you have to decide to take that risk if you choose to. But that video will be more suitable if you have small children that you have all the time, where with Shipt, you can't take them and it will be harder for you to bring in that little extra income. So as always, guys, I thank you so much for watching. Your views, you know what they do for me, as well as your subscriptions. So if you haven't subscribed, before you get off this channel, make sure you do that. And as always, guys, thank you, and ta-ta for now.
Man, she said a mouthful, didn't she? And might I add, by how I used to be a part of the gig economy and used to be a gig economy driver, make sure if you're serious about becoming a gig economy driver, for all you people that never ever has done gig economy work but may be contemplating on doing it, focus on doing it, make sure first and foremost you get you a car that is a used car. Even if it's a used car with over 100 or 200,000 miles, you're using that car specifically to do gig economy work in, to do what it may be based upon driving for either Uber, Lyft as a gig economy ride share taxi driver, or to strictly just drive for one of the gig economy delivery apps such as DoorDash, Grubhub, Waiter, which is now known as ASAP in all caps, ASAP delivery, Shipt like this beautiful lady mentioned in this video, even Instacart, which is just like Shipt. And when all that being said, I also wanted to include right down below in the description box the links to how to get started as a Shipt shopper / driver. Also Instacart, because both Shipt and Instacart are very parallel to one another, very similar to one another, by them both being gig economy based grocery platforms. And I also wanted to mention how she mentioned twice in the video how Shipt, SHIPT, is based in Birmingham, Alabama, which is, by the way, in my hometown. I'm going to conclude this video, so make sure you like the video first and foremost, share the video and the channel, comment right down below. Don't be ashamed or shy to leave your comments, positive comments at that. And last but not least, subscribe to the channel because I will be releasing more upcoming content as well. So until next time, have a very safe and blessed day.